Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. How are you today? Are you fine? Are you healthy? Do you always stay at home? Don't go anywhere until everything runs very well. Until everything is going to be alright. You have to stay at home with your family and remember to do social distancing and physical distancing. And don't forget to pray to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala to stop coronavirus as soon as possible. I hope Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala will protect us and our family. Amin. Well, today we're going to learn about writing body paragraphs. This is meeting 4 in academic writing course. Still with me, Mr. Benny KRISBIANTORO MPD from English Education Department, Harapan Bangsa University, Indonesia, 2020. What are the key elements necessary for a stellar body paragraph? The first is you have to provide a strong topic sentence, including your argument or reason, or a transitional sentence with your argument. The second is evidence to support your argument. The third is warrant or explanation. And then you have to provide counterclaim from other people's opinion who don't agree with your statement. And then you try to give the explanation if you become the other people. And then you try to make a rebuttal to counterclaim or evidence and plus explanation why the other people must agree with you, and then closing sentence or transitional sentence. Topic sentence. The first sentence in your paragraph that tells the reader what your paragraph will be about. Your topic sentence pulls from the arguments you included in your thesis. Your thesis statement, of course, is located in the end of the first paragraph, introduction. Argument. The reason behind your claim. It as your first point in your claim, your second point in your claim. It can be more than 2 until 3 arguments, supported with the evidence, reasons, and examples. So you will have a very strong argument. Evidence. Details pulled from your source sheets to back up your arguments. You must always cite your evidence. It can be cited from internet, from a research result, from statistical report, or so on and so forth. Warrant. Warrant is your explanation for any evidence you provide or any statements you make. Counterclaim or refutation. Any evidence or arguments you provide that goes against your claim. For example, if you agree that the government should raise the price of oil, you've already provided the evidence, the reasons, the examples, and in the counterclaim paragraph, you try to be another person with different position that the government should not raise the price of oil. So your argumentative essay will be objective. Rebuttal. Using evidence to disprove counterclaims presented in your essay. always included after a counterclaim from another person. For example, you've already written down in your essay the other people's opinion that the government should not increase the price of oil with the evidence, with the reason. And then in this paragraph, in rebuttal paragraph, you try to disprove that the counterclaims made by the other people are wrong. You have to give stronger reasons, arguments to support that what they think is incorrect. And if I may suggest that you have to put your arguments in order. So argument 1 is the weakest argument 2 is the strong argument 3 is the stronger argument, and then the last argument will be the strongest argument. It will be read by your readers very nice. Transitional sentence or clause. A sentence or clause that connects ideas, evidence, arguments, etc. in your essay. It can come at beginning, middle, or end of your paragraphs. For example, first, second, third, however, on the other hand. Closing sentence. Closing sentence doesn't mean this is a concluding paragraph, but closing sentence is a concluding sentence in your body paragraphs. It reminds the reader of the argument you were making in the previous paragraphs. Is there a certain order? Yes. Usually you start your body paragraph with argument, reason, and then followed by evidence 1 followed by warrant, evidence 2, warrant 2, and then counterclaim. Can go anywhere in your paragraph, and then you try to write your rebuttal to counterclaim, must come directly after counterclaim, and then closing sentence. Does each paragraph have to include a counterclaim? What's your answer? No. Not every single paragraph has to include a counterclaim. Example of paragraph outline. A. So you will start from topic sentence plus argument 1, evidence 1, followed with warrant 1, evidence 2, warrant 2, counterclaim, rebuttal, and transitional sentence, or your closing sentence. And then you start from topic sentence, argument 2, evidence 1, warrant 1, evidence 2, warrant 2, counterclaim, rebuttal, closing sentence. So each topic sentence or each argument paragraph will be in this way. Or another outline is outline B. You start from topic sentence plus argument 1, counterclaim, rebuttal, warrant 1, evidence 2, warrant 2, evidence 3, warrant 3A, and warrant 3B. Have a look at this. Evidence 3 has 2 warrants. It means that in evidence 3 needs more explanation. Closing sentence. Transitional sentence, argument 2, evidence 1, warrant 1, counterclaim, followed with rebuttal, warrant 2, counterclaim. And I think outline B is more complicated than outline A. Yes, that's okay. It is important to note that not all children in daycare grow up to be aggressive and unproductive adults. Even though many women in the workforce find raising children to be a very difficult task which leaves them feeling lonely and bored, they do a fine job of balancing their job with raising successful children. Despite the seemingly successful result of a stay-at-home mom's efforts, our culture no longer values the household supported by a sole breadwinner. Pada paragraph 3, as tempting as this extra income may be, couple should be careful that this does not impact the relationship as husband and wife. And pada paragraph 4, women who do remain at home should not hide behind their children or husbands, but instead should be proud of their role. And every first sentence in your body paragraph should be explained, should be supported with evidence, reason, and examples. Are there multiple ways to write argument body paragraph? Yes. Reminders. Your paragraphs don't have to look like your peers. Be original and do what works for your paper. What do I need in the body paragraphs I write at home? At home, you have to write a body paragraph or body paragraphs that have strong topic sentence, evidence to support argument, warrant or explanation, counterclaim plus explanation, rebuttal to counterclaim, evidence and explanation, and then closing sentence. Reminders. Be original. Remember the order of elements. Always explain. Use your transitional handout. Refer to argument examples for aid. And be original. Practice 1. Write body paragraphs, 2 until 4 paragraphs about this topic. Should students take part-time jobs? This is the introduction paragraph. Working and going to school is challenging. It can be a rewarding experience if you use some foresight. However, you'd better think 100 times before you decide to take a part-time job. There are a lot of things that should be factored in on this decision to take a part-time job. The last sentence is called a thesis statement. There are a lot of things that should be factored in on the decision to take part-time job, and it will be explained in the body paragraphs. Body paragraph 1. You try to start your body paragraph with writing on the negative side, blah blah blah. And then you try to write body paragraph 2 on the positive side of things, blah blah blah. So please have a look at the body paragraphs. Should student take part-time jobs? Okay. On the negative side, working and still maintaining a good grade at school is not an easy task. On the positive side of things, a part-time job helps students to support day-to-day living expenses. For the rest of the sentences, you can read it yourself at home. So you can understand every single word that support the topic sentence in its body paragraph. Practice 2. Write body paragraphs 2 until 4 paragraphs about this topic. Minor worker. Introduction paragraph. Nowadays, it's not a big deal anymore if we see a minor worker in the street. There are so many minors in the street that work as a beggar, shoes polisher, and a singing beggar. Almost all of them work in the street because their parents don't have much money to pay their education in school. So the parents just ask them to work and get some money for their life, then study in the school and spend a lot of money. In this case, I believe that there are several reasons why the minor worker wants to work in young ages. So the last sentence is a thesis statement. Body paragraph. First, the minor worker thinks that they have to work and save their money for school in one day. Can you continue the rest of the sentences? Body paragraph 2. Second, students can get an education from their teacher in school, but the minor worker thinks that they can get an education from other resources such as books, newspapers, and environments. I give you 10 minutes to write down the explanation of every body paragraph. Well, this is the example of body paragraph. First, second, the last one, you can read yourself. Well, thank you very much for watching, and please keep practicing writing body paragraphs with every single topic you have. Thank you very much. See you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.